Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Tim. I bring you villages related content, and in today's video we're going to look at veranda homes and designer homes. We're going to try to compare the two. We're going to try to find the equivalent designer home for the veranda home, and this is answering a viewer comment. I'll show you the viewer comment. But first, I want to explain to you what the Villages is. It is a 55 plus community located in Central Florida. It's the fastest growing metropolitan area in the nation. It's also the safest community in the state of Florida. If you see any homes on my video today that you're interested in, you will need to contact the Villages sales associate. I will bring you their contact information a little bit later in the video. What you see in front of you is the villages.com website. All the dots on the map represent new and pre-owned homes for sale located very near the Eastport Town Center. Let's take a look at the viewer comment. Let's take a look at veranda homes and designer homes. And Ralph is asking, they're preparing to move down to the Villages in 2027 with the intention of purchasing a new designer home or spec custom build, although the rising cost of bonds for these new homes is taking a closer look at the veranda homes. I'm noticing veranda models are basically the same as designer models, but verandas tend to have lower bonds and come standard with stretch garages and lanais with walls and privacy fences. And this is regarding a video I released yesterday, bond prices and how they are affecting the new home prices. And if you watch the video, you will notice that I said that the bond prices are rising, especially in district number 16 near Long Prairie in the Merritt Field area. Some designer home bonds are approaching $61,000. And in order to offset the high rising costs of the bonds, some villagers are looking to buy a home in a different series, like a veranda home, a courtyard villa home, or a patio villa as well, or even a cottage home. But Ralph is looking at veranda homes, and typically veranda home bonds are lower than designer homes. And generally speaking, you can find veranda home bonds around $47,000 to $48,000, while your designer home bonds are in the mid to upper 50s. So purchasing a veranda home could save you costs on your bond. And a lot of the veranda homes have similar designs to designer homes. In this video, I'm going to take you through some of the floor plans of the veranda homes and compare them to the floor plans of the designer homes. So for those of you looking for a specific designer home, if you're interested in looking at a veranda home instead, you'll have a cross-reference chart to know which floor plans are similar to each other. So let's take a look at the villages.com website. We'll look at veranda homes, we'll look at the floor plans and compare them to a similar floor plan in the designer home series. So let's take a look. The first home I want to look at is a Jackson model veranda home. This is a 3-bed, 2-bathroom home. It's a 2-car plus a golf cart garage. It is a veranda home. Let's take a look at the floor plan of the Jackson model veranda home. Here is the floor plan. You can see it has a 2-car garage with a golf cart garage. The garage is 24 feet 6 inches deep, and that is what Ralph is noticing in his comment, that the garages tend to be a little bit larger on the veranda homes. And if you look at the home, you see the primary suite in the back of the home, bedrooms number 2 and 3 in the front of the home. Let's take a look at what I would consider a similar model designer home. And the similar designer home to the Jackson would be the Raven model designer home. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Let's look at the Raven model home and determine what the floor plan looks like. And you can see you have the primary bedroom in the back of the home, bedrooms 2 and 3 in the front of the home. If you look at the garage depth, it's 24 feet 2 inches deep. So that would be your equivalent model designer home if you're looking for a veranda home versus a designer home. Let's continue the journey and look for another veranda home, the Mayberry veranda home. Let's look at that. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 3,051 total square feet, 1,935 living square feet. Let's take a look at the floor plan of the Mayberry, and we'll compare it to the Cormorant. The garage depth is 23 feet deep. You have the primary suite in the back of the home. You have bedroom number 2 in front of the home. And you have bedroom number 3 in the front of the home as well. So this is the Veranda home Mayberry. And let's take a look at the equivalent designer home, and that is going to be the Cormorant. Let's take a look at the Cormorant floor plan. And it looks similar. You have bedrooms 2 and 3 in the front of the home. You have the primary suite in the back of the home. And the garage depth is 21 feet deep. So that is your second comparison. You have the Mayberry is compared to similar to the Cormorant designer home. The Jackson Veranda home is similar to the Raven. Let's take a look at the Isabella Veranda home, and then we will compare it to the designer home. The Isabella Veranda home, 3-bed, 3-bathroom, 2,033 living square feet. Let's take a look at the floor plan of the Isabella. You can see the garage depth is 21 feet deep. You have the primary suite in the back of the home. You have bedroom 3 in the middle of the home and bedroom number 2 in front of the home. The Isabella Veranda home is going to be equivalent to the Songbird designer home. Let's take a look at the Songbird, and we will verify if they are similar. Here's the Songbird, 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,021 square feet. Let's take a look at the Isabella, 2,033 square feet versus the Songbird, which is 2,021 square feet. Let's look at the floor plan of the Isabella. Here's the floor plan. You have the primary suite in the back of the home. You have bedroom number 3 in the middle of the home and bedroom number 2 in the front of the home. The Isabella Veranda home will be equivalent to the Songbird. Let's look at the Songbird model floor plan. Very similar floor plan. Primary bedroom in the back of the home. Then you have bedroom 3 in the middle and bedroom number 2 in the front of the home. So that is your third comparison. Let's take a look at a Monroe model veranda home. Let's look at the Monroe. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 1,967 living square feet. Let's take a look at the floor plan of the Monroe model. You do have the garage depth at 22 feet deep. It's a split bedroom design home. Primary suite in the back of the home. You have bedrooms 2 and 3 off to the left. Let's look at the equivalent to the Monroe Veranda home is going to be the Mockingbird designer home. Let's look at the Mockingbird designer home. Here is the Mockingbird designer home, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 1,966 square feet. Compared to the Monroe, 1,967 square feet. Very similar homes. Let's look at the floor plan of the Mockingbird just to verify. Again, split bedroom design, just like the Monroe. Primary bedroom in the back of the home, bedrooms 2 and 3 off to the left. The garage depth is 20 feet deep. So let's continue the journey. So the next veranda home that we want to look at and compare is the Hillsdale model. It is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,927 square feet. Let's look at the floor plan of the Hillsdale. The garage is 22 feet, 5 inches deep. You see the primary bedroom in the back of the home. You see bedroom number 3 in the center, and then you see bedroom 2 off to the right and in front of the home. The equivalent of the Hillsdale Veranda home is going to be the Dove model designer home. And if you look at the Dove model home floor plan, you see the similar layout. Here's the primary bedroom in the back of the home. You have guest bedroom 3 in the center, and then off to the other side, you have guest bedroom number 2. So let's continue the journey and look at another veranda home and compare it. The last veranda home is the Hudson, very popular model. 3-bed, 2-bathroom home, 1,951 living square feet. Let's look at the floor plan of the Hudson veranda home. You see the primary bedroom in the back of the home, bedroom number 3 in the center, and bedroom number 2 in the front of the home. Garage is 21 feet, 2 inches deep. Let's compare it to a Kingfisher designer home. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,929 square feet. Let's look at the floor plan to verify. Similar floor plan, bedroom in the back of the home. You're going to have a bedroom number 3 in the center and bedroom 2 in the front. The garage is 20 feet, 2 inches deep. So that is your comparison of veranda homes to designer homes. And a lot of individuals are looking at the veranda home series. The bond amounts tend to be lower than the designer homes by $8,000 to $10,000. And the reason for that are the veranda homes are built on smaller lots of land, and the designer homes are on larger lots, so the bond amounts will have a higher value for a designer home. And a lot of villagers are now interested in saving costs, but having the same or similar square footage in their living space. And the veranda homes are an excellent choice, an excellent option to a designer home. Veranda homes will have privacy walls in the backyard and the side yards. They will have concrete walls, precast walls as well. So that is your video for today. I hope I answered your question. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate it. Feel free to share these videos with anyone you feel is interested in the content. Have a great day. Take care, stay safe, and good luck purchasing either your new veranda home or your new designer home in the villages.